Still struggling with doing your brows? I got you. My name is Joy Gary, a lead makeup artist and trainer at Makeup by Dennis. Here is a small tutorial of how to achieve perfect eyebrows. Comb your brows upwards. Best preferred if your brows are trimmed, you don't have excess hair. So if you can, just trim your brows. So comb them upwards just before you go in with your pencil. I am using Davis number 3 to outline my brows first. So I am going to start from the center of my brows and lift just to expose the brow bone, and then follow my tail. I am going to do the same on the top side, remembering to give my brows an arc and a tail. So a little hack, whatever you do on this brow, make sure you do it on the other brow. This way it will become so easy for you to make these brows look alike. So next step, I am just going to join this part with the ukumbele. So I'll just draw a straight line. At this point I'm using pencil number 18. This is number 18, which is it is not as dark as number 3. So I'm just going to draw a straight line. Next step is filling in the brows. So you can fill with either pencil, either number 3 or number 18, depending on the intensity or rather the pigmentation that you want in the brows. So for me, today I'm gonna use the two pencils just to show you guys the difference in how you can create the difference in the pigmentation. So pencil number 3 again, I'm gonna use it to fill in the tail of my brows, and this is to make sure I just have enough pigmentation. Make sure that your brows are full. Alright, make sure that you don't have any spaces left in between. And then as I approach the front part of the brow, I am gonna lighten the strokes kabisa. Nikishafika mahali nilianzia na pencil number 3, nachana nayo. Alright, I go to pencil number 18 again. Alright, so the reason I'm using pencil number 18 is one to make sure that the front part of my brow will be looking hair-like, and it won't be too pigmented, so a little bit natural. Also pay attention to this top part. We are not going to draw a line, so that we still maintain the natural feel of the brows ukumbele. So I'll get into it. I am just gonna draw strokes going upwards, and I am gonna make the strokes very, very light. So I'll do the same to this other side. Don't worry about the shape or how they look, because we are gonna conceal. So if your drawing game is not top notch, then your concealing game should be on top of the world. We're just about to conceal our brows at this point, but before you conceal your brows, it's good to go back with your spoolie brush just to help you blend everything together. So the spoolie brush, the other function of a spoolie brush would be, in case you realize that you have a lot of pigmentation on your brows, like this may be too dark or too black, or yes, anything dark or too much pigmentation, a spoolie brush is going to help you to remove the pigmentation by just brushing through. It will help you make the brows look more hair-like. When concealing your eyebrows, always use a concealer brush. It's a flat brush, and once you pick your product, make sure your product is evenly distributed on both sides, just like this. So when concealing, make sure you're using a concealer that is 2 shades brighter than you are, or just 1 shade, depending. Alright, so for me, I'm using about 3 shades, somewhere there. Now, when you've picked your product from the brush, it means the brush has a lot of product at this point. So the first place that you need to go in with, don't start from ukumbele, start from somewhere in the middle where we drill our first line. Alright, so as you draw, make sure you curve upwards, then downwards. Then from this part, from the front part of the brow, I am just gonna draw a straight line, and I'm going past the brow. And please notice how I am holding my brush. I'm not holding it like this, I am holding it flat. So if you hold it flat, it's gonna give you a seamless finish. So make sure you have balanced everything and nothing is looking higher than the other one or rather bumpy. So before you even go to the next step, just spread this concealer downwards. This will also help you in lid prepping in case you're wearing eyeshadow. If you're not, don't take a lot of product ukuchini. So just maintain. And I'd urge you guys, once you're done concealing the lower part, please blend immediately, because some concealers that you guys are using may be quick drying, and if it dries on your skin, it's gonna give you a lot of work blending or even harshness in your makeup. The concealer brush helps you conceal closest to the brow and at least remove excess concealer, and then go in with the foundation brush and just dab on that area. Make sure that the brush is not going inside your brows. The reason why some of your brows are not looking neat is because when you blend in your brow, make sure you're maintaining the eyelid space and just below the brow. Just dab, and of course remove excess concealer that you've removed, and look at that. I did the same to this other eye. So I did not conceal one side and completed it to the eye motion, but whatever I do on this side, we're doing it on this other side. Now it's time to conceal the top part of the brows. So you use a shade that is your perfect shade, or don't use darker than your shade. Either your perfect shade or slightly lighter than you are, just to make sure the brows are still looking highlighted. So this one, I am just gonna start from hapa mbele kabisa, and this is the part where I cut the excess brow in case I have any extra eyebrow. So I am just gonna do it continuously. Remember to hold your brush flat, and then be careful not to cut the arc, but curve as your brows are curving. I keep on going back just to make sure I am getting the right movement. And then once you curve downwards, make sure that the goal is the tail. Make sure that once you've curved downwards, you just go straight just to make a very sharp ending. And voila, period. So after that, you make sure that you blend outwards away from the brow just before you go in with your foundation brush. As you go on, please make sure that you're still making sure everything is well balanced. Make sure you don't have a lot of product closest to your brow. This is the brush to help you reduce the excess product around closest to the brow just before you go in with your foundation brush. And I am just going to use the dabbing motion to just blend all through. So I did the same on this other side, and voila, eyebrows done.